thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Huh? Alrighty, hey guys! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome me back to the channel. Again, it's been a while. Normally I take a break around the holidays. And I took a break pretty early on before the holidays because things were starting to get crazy and very stressful. And then normally I would wait till basically the end of this month to start posting more videos. But I have some free time, so I'm going to start recording and posting now. Hopefully everything will be okay and on track. Also, obviously, like, you've seen the title and you've seen the thumbnail, so you know what we're doing today. But I just so happened to lose enough weight that these overalls fit me comfortably again. Basically at around the same time that I forgot that I hadn't done a follow-up on the latest trailer that some people were asking me to review. So, you know, might as well do the whole thing. Obviously, we're doing the Mario Sunshine look with the short sleeves. But anyway, so this is not a review reaction channel. In the sense that, obviously this video is going up much later than anyone else's, but I'm going to be reviewing the voiceover, whether or not they fit the characters, and whether or not I personally think, as a character voice actor, that it's appropriate for the characters for the movie. Last trailer, there wasn't a lot to go off of, other than to work with, more to play with. So let's just get into it. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Why are they screaming his name? They already know him. That just didn't sound right. I'm actually surprised they have Donkey Kong in this so soon. I don't.
Okay. Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world. Wow, yay. But there's one problem. There's a human has a mustache just like
So far, I'm kind of liking it less than I did before. Especially with Mario, because Mario was there was very little. It was very vague last time. All right, let's go, just did not sound, it didn't sound appropriate for Mario. Now, obviously, they're not doing the over-the-top Italian stereotype. They're trying to go for more of like a slight New Yorker. But the part of it is part of the stereotype. It's part of the over-the-top voice. If you don't have the over-the-top voice, the in there is just misplaced. It doesn't belong. So he should have just said, let's go. If you're not going to be doing the, over-the-top voice. It has no place without it. Bowser, it just sounds like Jack Black. He's not a character voice actor. He's done characters before, obviously. He's done Kung Fu Panda, Po and Kung Fu Panda, and some of his other voiceover work I actually love. But the thing is he did characters that were basically tailored to him. They were original characters that didn't have pre-existing voice, pre-existing character, pre-existing personality. So his Bowser doesn't fit. Jack Black doesn't fit himself, like as a person, does not fit Bowser. So for Bowser to sound pretty much exactly like Jack Black with just like a little bit of like a low tone whisper, sorry about the spit, it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit right. I know it does sound like he's trying, but much like a lot of other people who haven't done characters for, character voices for a real long time, it just doesn't work. It just really doesn't work. But yeah, we're going to listen to it a little bit more. I'm gonna keep stopping and starting. And again, for those who are not aware, because this isn't a reaction channel, If you want to watch the full trailer uninterrupted without my voice, go find the trailer by itself. That's not why you're here.
Human has a mustache just like you.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster. How? Look
Okay,
at us.
so
We're adorable.
Luigi, even though I still think he's the best here so far, I don't know. It seemed like he really kind of lost a lot of like the Luigi-ism. I still think he's the best, but if you were to play this trailer, and you were to take out all the words like Mario, Bowser, Luigi, Princess Peach, all that kind of stuff, and I was just to hear it, I would have no idea what this movie is. I'd have no idea. I'd also have no idea if it was a cartoon. None of them are doing cartoons. They're playing them a little too real, a little too sincere, even though the characters are over the top and the performances should be over the top. They're playing them basically just as regular people. Now, I still think he's the best. Can't remember the guy's name who's doing Luigi, just because his persona, his usual character, his personality fits Luigi the most. None of the others really fit. Princess Peach, I know it's because it's the modern contemporary era, that they didn't want the Mario help me, the high pitched, damsel in distress. I get that. But this is the first Mario movie. We should have first generation all these characters, because we're having first generation Mario, who's just now being thrown into the midst of it. We're not getting the Mario that's much later, who's very experienced with fighting Bowser. But we're getting a Princess Peach, who's modern Princess Peach, who's experienced with fighting Bowser and doing all this kind of stuff. This should be first time for all of them. This should be first time for Bowser fighting Mario. He should have no idea what he's facing against. It should be first time Luigi, seeing all this, so he should be extra freaked. And it should be inexperienced Mario, and it should be inexperienced Princess Peach. Because, if you look at her kingdom, it's not at war right now. It's not, turmoil. It's not being destroyed. So she should also have that kind of naive, how are we going to do this? They have her coming in like she's been doing this for a while. That's the kind of voice line persona that I'm getting. She doesn't have the kingdom, and the character design and the world design doesn't have this experienced with war look. So it doesn't make any sense. So now, as far as the voice, the actress that they have doing the voice, again, I don't know her name, it's fine. I'm sure she's gonna do a great job with the voice, especially the way that they've written her here. As far as it feeling like Princess Peach, this isn't Princess Peach. This is a different character. Princess Daisy always seemed to have more of the rough and tumble, go-getter, slugger attitude. That seems like what they're doing here a little bit more. So it just, I don't know, it just doesn't fit. For me, at least.
Look at us.
Yeah, they're not flames, they're just tennis, dodgeballs.
No problem.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Get it off, get it off, get it off!
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies.
They're all counting on us.
Is that... Oh, that was all their plungers and stuff like that. Why are they throwing in the Mario Karts too? Why? That's too many things. I mean, I get that. You know what? I'll save till the very end. Feels dumb. Feels really dumb. Is that it? Oh, thank God. Okay. They're really kind of throwing in a lot, really kind of cluttering it up. They're only launching off the platform of success of the first Sonic movie, which the second Sonic movie was, I didn't like it. I hated it. The first one, they're kind of going off some of the basics of the first one, as far as like, oh, it's a video game movie or whatever. Let's make it fun and for kids and stuff like that. But then they're throwing in literally everything. I mean, I swear to God, if I see the flood, if I see Luigi with the ghost vacuum, if I like, I better not see literally every single character. You have Donkey Kong in there. You didn't need Donkey Kong. You didn't need any of this. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages, and the world doesn't fit, which further, and this is why I'm saying this, it further infuriates the cats outside. No! No! Shut up. Stupid mother! Oh boy. He annoys the crap out of me. Anyway, as I was saying, so by throwing in everything, throwing every comical, colorful, mischievous, fun, weird thing into the movie, it has a lot more of a cartoon, playful vibe. You're throwing in the Mario Kart carts. I'm assuming it's like, gotta race to them. We got the MacGuffin. We gotta get to the thing. I'm assuming that's why it's there, that plot-wise. But you're throwing in all these things. The world is incredibly colorful. It's incredibly bright and vibrant. I love the way it looks, for sure. And I'm totally fine with Donkey Kong being there. And I'm totally fine with, the Mario Karts being there. The problem is now you've made it a very over-the-top cartoon. You've made it a very over-the-top, exaggerated, silly cartoon that doesn't have to be the way it is and doesn't make a lot of sense. So having the voices down to earth, normal, natural, and just plain in many ways, especially Princess Peach, there's no character. There's no character in any of these. That's the part that bothers me. Luigi's the closest just because the actor they got is over the top. And yes, down in the comments, everyone's going to say, oh, this is the actor. I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to memorize any of these names. You can go ahead and do it. It's fine for anyone else who didn't know. It's totally fine. But I, myself, am not going to memorize it. There's too many things I got to think about and memorize random names of actors. It doesn't matter. So, he's the one just because his personality is over the top. He's a very funny and very over the top comical actor. He does a great job. But he's playing himself, and he's already pretty close to what I would expect from Luigi as is. So his down to earth is already up to where kind of close to where Luigi is. Does that make sense? The other ones down to earth, which are all playing, doesn't fit any of the characters, especially Chris Pratt, Bowser, and Princess Peach. I would say definitely Princess Peach is probably the worst of them thus far. As far as ranking, Luigi is pretty good. Bowser is not bad. Not bad. Then Mario, then Peach. I even if they are saying things that are extreme and dynamic, they or even if they're not saying things, rather, even if they're not saying things that are extreme and dynamic, put more personality in there. Put a little bit more flair. And like I said earlier, the whole "let's-a go" doesn't make any sense unless "let's-a go." If it doesn't have that over-the-top, cartoony, Italian stereotype voice, it doesn't fit. Same thing with the character models. Character models are cartoon. They're disproportionate, they're exaggerated, they're fun. They're goofy, they're silly, they're cartoon. So the voices need to match that. They really, really need to match that. And it's just not working. Especially when you have characters that everyone kind of more or less knows what they sound like over the years. Sonic he's had multiple different voice actors. He's had multiple different voice actors. He has had a cartoon show that had a voice actor. He's had the video games had different voice actors, various different shows. And he's been played differently. There's also been comics where he's been very, very dark, very serious. And then there's been comics that were just like goofy and over the top. So he's got a little bit more play there. There's a little bit more flexibility. And the voice actor they got for him in the movies was great. And he fit both the cartoon look and feel of the character model and all that, as well as still fit into a real world. Now, the Mario movie isn't in a real world. It's all cartoon. It's not like the original Mario movie, which has a special place in my heart, even though it's not a great movie by any standard. Starts out in the real world, and then they just get transported to this goofy place. Even though it's not a cartoon, it's taking real people, so they start out very real, very natural, very organic, getting thrown into, exaggerated circumstances. This is not that. Even though the real world that they're going to be coming from I'm sure is going to be cartoony, is going to be, normal looking, it's still going to be cartoony. It's still going to have people their proportion, their size, The Mushroom Kingdom is probably not going to stand out too much. As far as like look and feel. So it's just off. The performances you need more. You need more there. There was tons of actors who could absolutely do these voices. Justin Timberlake did Boo Boo in the Yogi the Bear movie. And he's a great actor, and performer, who also did a cartoon voice for the character, even though it was a live-action movie. With, of course, obviously the main characters, Yogi and Boo Boo, being CGI, it was still a live-action movie. And he did a good job. It was a performance. He did that performance. So you can still get celebrities to do these characters. Just make sure there's celebrities that can do character voices. And I'm not getting any of that from these. For the most part, I'll probably be skipping this movie, just because it seems unnecessary, kind of like a cash grab. I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be entertaining. I'm sure at least anything, it's going to be on par with, like, Wreck-It Ralph. I'm sure it's going to have that kind of feel. But there's no reason for me to see it. And that's my feel. That's my take on this. So, yeah, that's it. Kind of disappointing. And I don't think any trailer that comes out, unless they completely redo the voice acting, is going to change my opinion. So even if there are other trailers, I'm not going to be reacting to anymore. But if there are other things that you would like to see me react or review probably more, let me know down in the comment section down below, and I'd be more than happy to. I don't know if I'll have a costume for everything, but I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, it's going to be it. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Totally fine. Subscribe if you're new, bell for notifications, and leave down in the comment section below. Like to see me cover any other topics. Totally fine. And yeah, it's going to be it. Happy New Year's to all y'all, and hope it's going to be a good one. Peace.